Hey guys, I got a big old piece of hornstone here. It's like a low quality. Well, in the center here it's pretty nice stuff, but there's a lot of Cortex on here. But I'm gonna see if I can get something out of it, just for giggles. Try to work my way up over the top here one way or another. I'm gonna be able to use any of that stuff anyway. Lighter stuff underneath, right underneath here, between here and here, looks like I could probably include it into the finished piece. Chipping pretty good. Might make for a cool looking piece. You're too funny, Noodle. You don't care, do you? She don't care. She's like a honey badger. Noodle don't care, do ya? Crazy cat. There we go. That got me dropped down where I can come at this thing now. Oh yeah, you're in trouble now, mister. That's a good way to steepen up your platform. You just come at it from the corner, you know, the edge. So now I can really get at this thing. Give it lots of surface support. I'm gonna hit well above the edge up here. Try to drive that fracture straight through there. Imagine that plane that fracture is going to be traveling on, and really try to execute. For whatever reason, it really helps when you imagine the flake coming off before you take it. You visualize it happening in your head. You'll bring all your senses together. That'll go good if I can hit it right, but I'll have to hit it right in the exact perfect spot in that concavity right there. And I just don't have that much faith in my accuracy. Out here, maybe. Yeah, it's a little easier out in the open like that for me, I think. Whoa, too high, Brad. Way too high. All right, visualize that flake coming off. I see it happening. I still hit it low, but we had that surface support, so it carried it through. I don't think that did anything bad right there, but it very well could have. Okay, so it's looking like this will probably be our base down here and tip up here. It's kind of early to be deciding that stuff, but it'll kind of help determine where I can thin this thing from. Because the area at your shoulder is kind of the area just down from the tip is always a good place because it's always excess material. You're always going to be getting rid of it. Because, you know, that edge is coming in. In this case, I don't have much over here, but I've got a big steep edge, so I can carve off of that edge just right on up. Thin this bad boy right on up. I think I will go ahead and try to establish some convexity over here and get it kind of regularized on this side. Short little flakes. I don't want to run anything in there and step it too bad. Wow, this stuff's actually really pretty in there. Right in the middle there, it's nice. Hopefully it goes further in there than I think it does. It's pretty heavy. That would be nice. Just picking spots where I think I can get at the back side there. So I can do a lot of damage from over here on this big steep side. Remove a lot of this mass. Over here, not so much, just kind of set up to remove mass, excuse me, from this side. But we can change that. We can change that. What I'll do is come back here and I'll try to start bringing this edge up. So taking that flake like that, it really kind of started helping that angle. Probably come up here now. See where that flake undulated going through there. Probably because the workpiece was shaking when I hit it. The flake was coming off. Maybe, I don't know. Those things are a mystery to me. Let's see, what am I doing here? Trying to get my edge back this way, right? Yeah. There, one there, good one there, and they're going in there and stepping now. That's okay. I had to get it down one way or another. All right, now let's remove some mass. Ooh, there's a little crystal pocket right in the cortex in there. Yeah, I think that good chirp might go through there a little further than I thought it did. I know. I tried to tell you. What? I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the camera. So it's looking like the Horse Creek Church trip is going to be delayed by maybe a week or two. Is the bad news. The good news is I'm still going, actually going a day or two earlier. I'm leaving in a couple days to go after some Buffalo River chert. And I think some of it might even be black buffalo. But don't hold me to that. It's going to be digging it out of an ancient quarry. It's just going to be really cool. Really cool stuff. I'm looking forward to that. You're scratching around in them old ancient quarries, you never know what you're going to find. Tool-wise and stuff. Another crystal pocket in there. At least they're pretty ones. This stuff's almost like agatized around the outside of that. More fossils. I think that might have been a big fossil right there. Okay, at this point, I'm just going to bring this thing out in the open where I can really use support and get better angles and try to whittle this thing down. Although this one probably would be better to take on my lap here. I can really get better even surface support with the back of my leg here. Try to drive that across. Another one right there. Okay, so now, in this case, this looks like a seam going in here, right? I think it's where I just stepped those flakes earlier. What are you doing over there? Trying to get in that box. Trying to open up a small flat rate box I got in the mail today. That's mine, I'll open it in a minute. Okay, let me go ahead and really flatten this off over here now. Hey, excuse me. Trying to conduct a video here. She's something else, y'all, I'm telling you. Voila. And maybe even a arrowhead in that one. Sweet. So I just seen an opportunity and kind of went for it there. I'll do that on occasion. Man, I love that crystal pocket in there. I'd love to be able to leave that in the center of the point. Okay, that really flattened us off here. Really flattened us off. I think I got enough good material on the back side there. I'm good to go. So I've got kind of a ditch going through here now, so I just want to make this convex instead of concave. So I just run a few flakes up and over to try to bring that contour back down. Go ahead and investigate this. Where that flake went in there. It didn't do much. Didn't do too much damage. Man, that stuff's really cool looking. I'll have to zoom in on that. Pretty interesting little druzy pockets. So in this case, I just hit right on top of that ridge. I preach a lot about not hitting on top of bumps and ridges and stuff because it can make bad stuff happen, but it can also strengthen your edge and kind of make your bulb go in and straight in. So in some cases it can be used to your advantage to hit on right on top of a ridge like that. But you gotta be careful because it really affects the way that that bulb can form in there. Sometimes it don't go real good. I think I can catch this low enough. Yeah. You can see I hit it all the way down here, it looks like. And it just broke up here. No, I had to hit it there. The bulb's right there. It might have been an earlier strike. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and remove this. This is kind of like sticking up. Kind of like the worst first. Get rid of the worst first. I'm not too concerned about the way I'm hitting this. I'm just kind of smacking it because I know everything's good. You know, like you almost just can't mess up. It's the very outside edge of that excurvate edge on the outside of that radius, so there's nothing else you're not gonna hit anything else, and you know it's just like a big fat target. So in that case, you're not really worried about anything bad happening. You just kind of haul off and give her a whack. Give it the whack attack. Oh, and I am stopping in Kentucky too, hopefully, still after some hornstone. I won't be hunting any, I'm just, might be picking picking a little bit up, buying a little bit. Oop. It'll be available either way. Some of it. I'll probably hoard some of it myself. The advantages to being a flint knapping rock seller. I really enjoy knapping stuff like this. It's lower quality and has some workarounds and crystal pockets and stuff. It's really a challenge when, you know, it's really cool once you get, if you can get something out of them. I got a feeling this is going to turn out good. I don't want to speak too soon, but I don't know. It's got that feeling, Noodle. Gonna be a beauty. An unexpected masterpiece. This Cortex flakes as good as flint does. Some of those nodules were like that. A lot of the Cortex was really workable. It wouldn't have been very functional back in the day. They would have got rid of it because it was just so soft. But if you're just making a piece to look at, it won't hurt to leave a little bit on there. Go ahead and try to remove quite a bit of mass there. That'll kind of line me up to move on down the line. I'm still not really isolating or paying too much attention to these edges. It's just still kind of rough and tough stuff. Although I should have paid a little more attention to that one. That one was pretty bad. Just moved over a little bit and took one right beside it. Helped it clear that stuff out. There's still damage, a lot of damage right here on this edge. I need to go ahead and get rid of that. Out of sight, out of mind. Gone for good. Okay, I was able to really use surface support and kind of pull that flake off, and it wrapped right over top that hump. Humpty hump. Alrighty then, we've got really nice convexity over here. I'm kind of digging this light coming in from this one side like this. I don't have really any other lights on to speak of. I got one of the ceiling fan bulbs on. That kind of shows the contours a little better, I think. I came to find out almost the least light, the better. Less light, the better off you are with these phone cameras. All right, turkey tail, turkey tail. Well, turkey tails are kind of like the ideal piece to make for thinning, because you got your excess material on both sides. You can really work into the mass you know, from here, 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 and here. If you do it methodically, kind of, sort of. Okay, so I got all this convexity over here. I'm not worried about that too much. Now I can come back and just kind of fine tune this side a little bit more. Probably could have got that, but move it just a little bit. So this big steep edge has served its purpose, and it has now become a hindrance because I can't take any more flakes this way, the way those contours are. And it's not set up to go back this way, so time to go bye-bye. Let's try to work it off there slowly. You see that little part that hung on right there is where I crushed that edge just a second ago. And lop it off there. So this is really like constricted and tight and crowded in here now. So I almost need to come at it again and just, but I don't have to do that now. Just kind of put in the back of your head, this area might need a little more attention before you can take a safe flake. Like I could go for that, but I might hit this and I might hit it over here. But if I come in at it from in front of it and start beveling that edge a little bit, I can get that out of my way. Feel a little more comfortable about hitting that spot there. Man, this stuff's gonna get pretty. This stuff's gonna get real pretty. Might even have a really neat bullseye in there. This stuff's got reds and all kinds of stuff showing up in there. If you're new to the channel, you'll have to excuse me. I kind of geek out over over rocks. Need to finish. I need to get this dip out of here is what I really need to do. Run a flake up from the bottom. That'll help. This is all going bye-bye, remember, turkey tail. So I'm going to use it while I got it to thin. I didn't think that was going to hold up. supporting it well. When I'm tapping it like that, I'm squeezing this thing. You can see how I'm holding on pretty tight. About that tight. And really you should be supporting it anytime you're taking a big hit out here, pulling it in a straight line. And these fingers here are kind of working with each other, just keeping it kind of balanced, not putting any bending pressure on it, torquing it this way at all. Just even support between these fingers, the thumb, and the right in here. And I'm got my ring finger here supporting the flake where it's going to come off. You can see how it went all the way over. Just go ahead and get that brought in a little bit. Okay, so this is definitely better material over here. I'm getting into the good stuff over here, so I want to keep going on this side and get down into that good stuff. I've got this side pretty well straightened out. I got that dip out of there anyway. Bring it up a little bit. Just a couple more small flakes in there. One right there. There. Now here we need to slow down and take another little peek at it. I don't want to run that in there and step it or do anything bad, so I want a nice strong platform that's going to hold up to a good solid flake going through that. I might undercut it and take it completely off there, which I don't really want to do. But at the very least, if it's running through it, you want to have a thick enough flake to hold together and enough energy to make it travel through that obstacle. So you want your platform kind of high too. You don't want a real low platform, that'll cause you to have a real thin flake. I think I can catch it right about there. Drive it through there. Oh man, that's pretty, really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and take another one right here. I think I can get it to go right in there and blend the rest of this in. Surface support, back edge support. Beautiful. Just beautiful. So now we're a little bit high back here in the back, so I'm going to bring it down, and then I'll turn and move to this side. Hmm. Kind of force that one off there. Snag that one kind of low. And that one too. One there. Just catching those little platforms that are hanging down there. That is not going to happen. Get at it from over here, though. The edge was too high. Had it damaged. Get off there. Okay. Man, that's never good. Crack in there or something. Yeah, might get rid of some of that crumbly stuff. Shorten her up a little bit. It's got a seam in it right here too. Come on. What is going on? Okay, I am going to downsize my bopper here. Okay, I'm just going to go through and try to remove this high stuff here and get this organized a little better, make it look a little more like this side. Kind of looking to see where I need to remove mass. Setting up edges that are in favor of removing a flake from this side. Go ahead and remove it. Okay, so now this is pretty organized from there down. Hope I was in frame there. Now, at this point, there's really a lot of subtle things that you need to be paying attention to, as far as like how the tool's grabbing the edge, how much force you're using, and how much support you're using. You gotta be thinking about all three of those things, especially when you get, you know, down a little bit closer to finish. That really helped us out there. Really got some nice convexity going now. think I'll make this my tip up here. I'm gonna leave a lot of that Cortex down here on the base. Nope. You gotta lower that one a little bit. It's kind of going into that quartzy stuff, so be kind of confident with the flake. Ooh, that didn't feel good, but it did okay. It did step a little bit. Probably get that from the other side here. Wonder. No wonder you didn't want to come off there. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Like I said, I'm not worried about making the thinnest turkey tail in the world. I'm just trying to get one made. I don't have a whole lot of this material left. This thing here has got an awful lot of character, that's for sure. I'd be happy to own it if I can get it done without breaking it. All right. Not bad at all. Actually, I'll probably go ahead and finish the video here. I think there was some good stuff in there I talked about and went over. So I'll keep this one, well, under an hour at least. But, yeah, I'm going to take my time finishing this up for this gentleman. Make it a good one. So hopefully that was helpful, and I talked about some stuff in there that'll help you out. And catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.